Hold on a minute.
There's
Because see, there's this
not.
thing. It's a virtual webcam
Wow. Well,
that's part of
while
the thingy.
Jay narrates his technological trouble with tribbles over there.
Yeah, so Tracee, I've got a couple questions for you.
Technological trouble with
Okay.
tribbles. I like it.
So one of the things I've always wondered is how do you end up on in a recurring role on TNG, right? Like we see so many crew members that are like one and done. You see them once, maybe they have a good scene, maybe they don't, but that just one time. How did you end up in like 100 episodes, basically?
I I think they liked me.
I mean, how could they not? But
I mean, I was not a problem ever. I was always there on time. I did what they wanted, and then one thing led to another. I mean, my God, I wore every color. And then Michael Westmore gave me the opportunity to be 15 different aliens on Deep Space Nine and Voyager, which was awesome. And then I was in the first three movies, and they always had me as Patrick's date. And then I got my name by accident, and just like Star Trek's been awesome for me. I mean, before Star Trek, I was on Baywatch as a lifeguard, and then they got canceled, and then that's when I got on Star Trek. But yeah, they liked me. I think. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to get on the new shows, but it hasn't. Nothing's happened yet. I really wish I could have been on Picard.
That needs to happen.
I totally.
That definitely needs to happen.
I strongly feel with all the stuff that I've done on Star Trek, I think Lieutenant J could be kind of Section 31.
Ooh,
she's been everywhere.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, I can kick some butt, so yeah.
I think that's going to be the way to go.
That's it.
So, of all those alien makeups that they made you put on for DS9 or Voyager, were there any of them that were particularly like memorable for being really annoying, really fiddly, like it just took longer than everything else? Any in particular?
No, I enjoyed every single one. I mean, granted, there were ones that took like 6.5 hours to put on. I did both Borgs, the drone Borg and the regular Borg. I always loved the Borg. There's one that was on, I think it's Voyager, and I had contacts in my eyes and a forked tongue.
Ooh, ow.
Yeah, it was really cool. That's the one that took 6.5 hours. For another podcast, I think it was Virtual TrekCon. I did a live makeup put on, and he made me to a Cardassian, which was awesome. That took about 3.5 hours. Yeah.
I love that. I love the heavy makeup stuff. I used to do a stream with a game, and I would do all of my makeup for that.
Oh yeah, I love the prosthetic stuff. It's awesome, and thank God my skin, worked with it, because a lot of actors, when they put it on, they'd break out, and but yeah, I mean, they sent me to Miami to be a Ferengi on the street. Okay, Paramount did. So I mean, I'm telling you, it's been a life changer for me. I love meeting new fans, and I have like a cult following, which is very cool. I mean, who knew this would happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
A whole life like dictated by the success of Star Trek is such a cool concept too.
Yeah. And I strongly feel that if the next gen didn't end, that they would have done something more with me. I really feel it. So
yeah.
Any idea what they would have gone with, or any hopes that they could have gone with what?
Oh, I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, the stuff I've done on there, who knows what could have happened. I think I could have my own ship right now.
We think so too. You should show up on Lower Decks, and just they could do the Lower Decks episode could just be Lieutenant J as every other character on the ship.
They did Sonia Gomez. Why not? Gomez was lower rank than you were.
I know.
That's
and I
true.
Was on the TNG when they did Lower Decks, so it's like, yeah, what's up, right? And then I think, okay, everybody says Jeffrey Combs, did this, and I think I've done more than him, but I just don't get the recognition, and I don't know why. There are so many. Oh my God, you have no idea.
Time.
Well, one notable thing that you've done that he hasn't done is you've been in more video games than him.
Yes.
You did Star Trek Borg and Star Trek Klingon, and Star Trek Borg is one of my favorite games ever.
Oh yeah.
So you've got a bit more than he does even.
And I don't know if y'all play pinball or not, but I was in Demolition Man as a cop in the movie, but I'm also the computer voice in the Demolition Man pinball game, and I talk to you.
I knew
Oh,
that.
that's awesome.
Yes,
I
and
knew that.
I say like you have one ball left. I say a lot more than
Now,
I
out of
and it's on
context,
you can watch it on YouTube. It's called the Demolition Man pinball game promo. It's so funny. Oh my god.
I'm going to
Yeah.
look that up right now and share it with everybody on the call.
You should. And also on YouTube is a tribute to Lieutenant J. And it's the most heartwarming thing I've ever seen made for me. A fan friend in London made it for me, Chris Dale. And he has like basically a lot of clips of me in different outfits or whatever in the 10 whatever all over. And it's set to the Pretenders song Brass in Pocket. It's so cute. Oh my god, it made me cry when I first saw it. But that's cool. And then you guys all know the one where Jonathan chases me down the corridor. That thing's gotten so many hits. I can't even. I saw him in Vegas, and he was like, "Oh my god!" He goes, "When I ever have a bad day, I always put that on to watch it. It makes me smile and laugh." And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so cute."
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great to have such a relationship with those. With the
I just
team
played that
members,
in
too.
our,
That's really
in our
cool.
stream. I love that one.
Yeah.
Tell me a little more about that. I mean, okay, so he's definitely gone several seconds, kind of flubbing the scene and the line, but then out of nowhere, here you come, still walking.
I was just doing what I was supposed to do, and then I heard my name, and I turned around. And I'm like, "Oh hell, I'm out of here."
Let me show this again now. So this is the thing that I like is right when you look back. Here we go. Here we go.
It's not showing.
Your pick up and
there it
run
goes.
is like crazy. Did you play sports?
Yes, I
Back
did.
in-
I was in track and field, and I did. Yeah.
It sounded like the start gun just went off. Man, you put on your haul ass shoes.
Everybody always asked, "Did he catch you?" And I'm like, "Oh hell no, he did not.
Not even close, right?
Not even." I kept running until they said, "Tracy."
Well, how big was the set? The hallway just keep going.
It was pretty big. I mean, when I first got on there, and like, oh god, when was it? Like right after, I think Tasha Yar. Well, right after Denise Crosby left. I think that's when I started in 80 something, 89, 88, 9, whatever. And I first walked on the set, and I was like, "This is crazy! It looks like it looked like a spaceship. It was insane." Yeah, it was
I'm
great.
so jealous. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, and when I got the job, I was on the Paramount lot doing another movie called Another 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy, doing a stunt. Okay, and they had me in a mini skirt and pumps, and I had to jump over a table. It was a fight scene, and I'm like, and so someone from Star Trek, up in the bigwig office was there and saw me and said, you need to come back and talk to so and so. I think they'd really like your look for Star Trek. And I'm like, okay, I had no idea. And so then I go there and do the interview or whatever, and next thing I know, they're like, we'd like to have you on, and you're going to be wearing the black and gold. And I didn't know at the time the black and gold is like the best color to be, because it does two things on the ship. So one thing led to another, and then I wear every color, and then I get my second PIP, which is a lieutenant, which I don't know how that happened. And then Jonathan Franks by accident gave me my name, Lieutenant J. He was supposed to say Lieutenant JG, and he said Lieutenant J, and nothing happened. And so I was like, oh. And so I said, oh, I'm gonna spell it JAE to be different and see what happens. And oh my God, it took off.
I love it.
That's such a good story for how you got the name too.
Yeah, that is wildly cool.
Yeah, and then when I saw him last year in Vegas, I told him that. He goes, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, it's working. And I didn't know what he meant by that, but I'm like, oh, well, maybe that's a sign of something. And then I said, by the way, you gave me my name. And he goes, oh my God, I did, huh? And I go, yeah. Yeah.
That is such a great.
And then I got a tattoo with my name on my arm, Lieutenant J.
Oh,
Perfect.
nice. I like
so
it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
And it's that communicator from the first movie Generations, where I get blown out of my chair by the Klingon sisters, but I don't die. I come back at near the end of the movie on the bridge again. Marina crashes the ship, and I don't die. But originally in the script, I was supposed to. And when he said,
No.
"Yeah," Jonathan came up and he goes, "You do stunts, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, would you like to fly the ship and do a stunt with explosives?" And I'm like, "Okay." And he goes, it's with explosives. I go, "Okay, but I have one question." I go, "I don't want to die because I know you're going to come out with other movies. Can we write that in the contract?" He said, "No problem." But in the original script, I was supposed to die, but I didn't.
Oh, thank
We're glad you're
God.
still here.
Good
Yeah.
negotiating on your part there.
Yeah.
Because you started with doing stunt work, isn't that right?
Yeah. I mean, I have a limit. I have limits,
Yes.
But like on Baywatch, yeah, I did stunts on there. On Star Trek, I did a lot of stunts. Falling down is like a stunt. I mean, it's like, crazy, but yeah, it's just little weird stuff they consider stunts too. I mean, I don't jump off of like 100-foot buildings or anything. I mean, I have rods and stuff
Why
all over.
not?
Yeah. Well, I getting older and I have rods and stuff everywhere in my body.
Uh-huh.
It's not from stunts. It's just I have scoliosis.
Oh, gotcha.
Well,
Yeah.
nobody's saying you have to be Tom Cruise, but it's pretty badass that you were doing a lot of your own
Oh,
stunts.
God.
Yeah. But if they were to call me and say, we need you to do this on, Picard, whatever, or, Strange New Worlds, can you do a stunt? Oh, yeah. God, just send me something. I'll be an alien. I could be aliens. Oh my God. Come on, you guys.
So, what, and if this was already covered, talked about when I was trying to get my beautiful face to show on the screen, which I believe I finally accomplished.
Yeah, it's good now.
I was not planning on doing all this IT work tonight. I swear I'm going to have an aneurysm.
Oh, no.
And so the question I was going to ask completely left my mind. So I guess it was, it must be the Alzheimer's. I think I've got early onset something, or
No.
it's from.
What you do with that is you just wait a minute and it'll come back to you.
Yeah.
It'll probably come back to you when we're done.
Oh, I know what it was, because you brought up Generations. You tanked that hit. I tell you what, that was. How close was that? Because it seemed like you were right in it.
It was like this. It was close because the director said, when I say action, don't look that way because it'll hit you. And what's a funny story about that is we did the first take. It was great. Oh my God, I got like anxiety, like adrenaline rush. And then I did not know. Marina told me this on a panel she had. I was listening. I was in the room when she was doing it because she pointed at me. She said, "Oh, we had to do 2 takes because the first take, when she went to sit there, the ambers were still on the chair and it burned her bum. So she had to go get a new uniform. So that's why we had to do 2 takes."
David Carson, 2 takes. It would sound better if it was 2 takes, Frakes.
He's really one take, Franks, but we had to do 2 just because of that. Yeah. That's why we liked him when he was directing, because we were like on it. He was on it. Done.
So when you were doing Generations, did you get a chance to meet Shatner or anybody else in those?
Not really. No. When it was called Phoenix Comic-Con, we were there together and Will Wheaton was there. That's the first time I met Will. Was there. We literally ran into each other coming to the green room, and we took a photo, and William Shatner was in the green room talking to people, and I was sitting at a table, eating a little something, and then those little people popped out on my shoulder saying, "Introduce yourself, go up," and I'm like, "Oh, no, I don't know," because sometimes he's not, you just got to hit him at the right time thing. And I did. And I said, "Mr. Shatner." And he turned around, he goes, "Well, yes." And I go, "Hi, and before I could even say my whole name, he goes, "I know who you are. You flew the ship." And I'm like, and then the next thing was, I wanted to get like a picture with him, but I thought, nope, that was good. I don't want to push it. So, but yeah, it's crazy. How many? A lot of the stars know who I am. It's crazy. I mean, yeah.
Well, for as much as you've been in with seasons 4 to 7 of TNG and for the next gen movies, Generations, First Contact, and Insurrection, you would think so, yes, because I showed your photo to a few friends of mine, coworkers, said, "Do you watch TNG?" Right, this first thing I asked, because if they hadn't watched it at all, it wouldn't make sense. Say, yes, yeah, I've seen it. Okay, recognize this person? Oh yeah, 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 I see her all the time. That's yes, and we're doing a live stream with her, and I would have to say that you're by far, I would say, the most prolific, most recognizable foreground slash background character.
Hmm.
Uh, and I think it's probably the hair. Really, I
It,
think the hair, the whole look, the hair is what did it. Were
yeah,
you,
it's the hair.
did you just happen to have a good hair day on that day that you were noticed?
Yep, I did. And yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I've done movies too, so I have a few movies coming out, but I mean, where I speak.
you,
Uh,
you
they
need to
they
have a speaking role. Yes.
oh, I have a lot of those, just not on Star Trek. I mean,
Right.
I had one. I did say one thing like "I sir," and they cut that out. So
Oh man.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and isn't there a thing where you have to, if you have a speaking role, you have to have like a different kind of license with Screen Actors Guild than non-speaking? Because I've
Oh,
got
I have my Screen Actors Guild card. That's how I got it. Was when I was on Star Trek. Yeah,
okay.
it's I don't know why they never. I don't know. That's why I was saying earlier that if I strongly believe if TNG didn't go away, that something would have happened with me because Patrick was getting a lot of letters about me because they'd always have me as his date. Yeah, but then I watched a few other episodes and oh my god, I was Worf's date and Riker's date. It's like boy, I got around.
Wow. You just went up the chain of command there.
Yeah, I did.
Nothing wrong with that, but no
No,
admirals because they're all
no,
bad. We call
yeah,
them bad admirals.
So I
yeah,
know we like to focus a lot on Star Trek related things, but I have to ask you, Tracee, you're credited as being in a Snoop Dogg video.
yes.
How did this happen?
What
I
video?
brought this
Which
up the
one?
other day too.
You're gonna laugh. Oh my god. Okay, the casting agent called. La la la. You got it. Music video with Snoop Dogg. It's going to take place. Oh god, where was it? It was somewhere out up like in now past LA. In a oh, what do they call? Oh god, what do they call the things that hold water back? Yeah, dam.
Dams.
Yes. And so he's on stage doing like his thing, and I come in there to go on to be my character, which was a SWAT team member, and I pull in. Here I am, a little white girl, right? I pull in, I get out, and oh my god, all I smell is the herb, and I'm like, wow. And then and then I'm in SWAT gear with a double barrel whatever they gave me, and I'm like, he's on stage, and I have the barrel, and I'm like looking at him, and he's like looking at me, and then oh my god, at the end he's like, hey, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I love him. I
Snoop's
can't remember.
great.
The song was really good, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, that was cool. Yeah,
Well,
that
it's
was
really
cool.
cool to know that the herb smell is authentic then.
Yeah.
That's
And then when he came out of his trailer,
simulated.
there was like a big smoke bomb.
Man.
So you got the
Yeah,
contact high.
that was 1997. Music video was called "The Vapors," and it also had Nate Dogg and Warren G in it.
Yeah. God, if you could pull that up and send it to me, that'd be awesome. I can't find anything.
Oh, the video's on
Uh,
YouTube.
It
yeah.
is?
We'll can you drop that in chat, Renzo?
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna drop that in the chat here on YouTube, and Tracee will we'll get Jay to send you a link somehow, maybe after the meeting.
Send a link to the what? Who now?
You were gonna hook. You're gonna be Tracee's hookup.
Yes.
You're gonna send her the
Ah.
vapors.
Hook me
I'll
up.
send
The
the
video at least.
I don't Oh, okay. Okay. So I need to find the Snoop Dogg video and send the link. I can do that.
I already
Let me
posted
write
Uh,
down a note because, you
it. I
know,
posted it.
oh, you did?
yep,
Okay.
we got it. So
Nice.
Tracee, also,
Yeah.
um, fill me in. IMDb says after Star Trek Insurrection, you were on a break for almost 20 years.
No, 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 that's a lie.
Good. IMDb, get your together.
Yeah, they have a lot of stupid stuff on there. I'm like, yeah, no, no.
Okay.
20
Good.
years, oh my God, no.
Good. Then we can segue right into my next question, which is Alien Danger with Raven Van Slender.
Fantastic. It's such a fun, campy movie. I was in the first one as I think my name was Bex, and then
Mhm.
I was in Alien Danger 2, and I played two characters, Cleopatra and Vortex 47. Yeah, it's hysterical.
You heard, some of you may have heard it here first if you're in the audience, but I'm totally watching this after this meeting. It also seems to have Sirach Lofton in it, whoever that guy is.
Yeah,
heard of
they
him.
have a lot of yeah. It's fun. It's a fun movie. I had fun doing it because the director James Boasmo is he doesn't give you a the actors a script. He just flies off the handle and tells you what to say.
That's my favorite kind of direction.
Yeah, so Alien Danger 2, you'll see me more because I play two. I play Cleopatra's hysterical.
Has Alien Danger 2 not come out yet?
I think it's out.
Okay. I was listening and you said you'll see, and I was like, oh, is it not out yet? But no,
No,
it's out.
I think both of them are out.
Great. I can back to back them.
Yeah, the ones that aren't yet are Assassin's Apprentice 2, where I play a retired assassin. Then Staycation's coming out, and I play a news anchor, Deandra Walsh, and it's basically based on the COVID thing slash zombie, infection stuff.
Hmm.
And Night Mistress, where I play a bodyguard for the underworld. It's not a porno movie. God, what else?
I mean, Alien Danger's title kind of sounds a little porny, but
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
yeah, but no, it's a fun movie. I hope they come and do another one, and I hope to be on it again. But it's a fun set to be on. Yeah.
so I've got a question for you about another movie that IMDb says that you're a part of. Hasn't come out yet. It's called Civil War 2020. And to be totally transparent with you, when I first read the name, I was worried that it was like a Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh kind of project,
Oh
like
no.
one of those crazy right-wing things, but it didn't
Oh
fit for you. So I was curious what that was.
no, I haven't. No, I don't see that's on there, and I haven't. No, I haven't even done that.
Oh, okay. It says you're
Yeah.
going to be Chancellor Natalie Raven in it.
Yes, which would have been fun, but I have yet to get anything.
Somebody get a hold of Joe Cahill, listed as the director for this flick, and figure out how they're getting Tracee on here, because apparently IMDb agrees. What about
Yeah.
the Assassin's Apprentice? Is that a thing?
That's supposed to. I'm in Assassin's Apprentice 2, and Marina Sirtis. Oh God. Robert Picardo.
Armin Shimmerman.
Zimmerman. Yeah, the director, Russell Manuel, he loves Star Trek, and he always brings us on anything he does. So, and he's also an awesome director. Yeah.
Wow, everybody's in here. Ryan Husk, Melissa Longo, Gary Graham.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
We know Ryan really well. We do his virtual TrekCon pretty much every year.
Yeah, we're
I'm
doing that
supposed
next.
supposed to be on with him next weekend, I think.
Mhm.
That's cool. Are they going through? They just finished DS9. They're going through Voyager now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I-
I'm going to be on. He wants me to be on to give an award for something. So
That's cool. They pay a lot of homage to Aaron, and as we all miss Aaron Eisenberg very deeply.
Oh yes, I do. I miss him so much. He was so nice to me. I love him. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Do you see my dog?
IMDb.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see the
I've been telling
iPhoto
people
cam.
there's got to be there's a puppy cameo.
That's
But-
my little Coco.
Oh,
Your little Coco, but you're a Coco.
I'm
You know,
Coco.
it just dawned on me. You said earlier that you've been in more Star Trek stuff than Jeffrey Combs, you also have more Co's in your name than Jeffrey Combs.
Yes, I do.
There's got to be some kind of award for that.
There has to be. I
And
don't know
worry,
why.
Tracee.
I don't know why I don't get kudos for all the stuff, because I've done a lot. I mean, when I see all the stuff, I've done a lot. It's crazy.
My
Well,
Star Trek
you
team
stay
dog is
busy.
just hanging out, passed out behind me too. So
And I'll give whoever can find this. I did probably in the 80s, maybe early 90s. I did those commercials that come on really late at night, like 1-800 or whatever, and they have a
Oh, yeah.
girl. I did one of those, and I can't find it.
Whoa.
any idea what it was that they were selling?
Yeah, they're selling time with women.
I don't, but I do know I was
Oh.
wearing I think I was wearing my 501 Levi's. They had me in I think a bustier, which I'm not used to wearing those. And a leather jacket, I think. And I had a crop, and I whipped a chair, and the whip broke, so we had to redo it. And all I had to say, all I had to say was, "Hi, want a party? Call me now." That's it.
Yeah, they do that on television. Like after normal programming is over, they'll have these like 30-minute like music video sessions with attractive
Yes.
people and a phone number.
Yes, and then they told me it wasn't going to air like over here in California, and then it did. And then I had so many friends call me, like after the clubs would close, because I'd go out dancing and stuff and come home, and then they'd go, "Oh my God, we just saw you on one of those commercials. Was that really you?" And I'm like, "Oh my God." I was like, yeah. Because
That's a
when,
retro callback.
when
Yeah.
people call those numbers, they automatically think they're going to talk to that person, and it's not that person. It's like some other person.
Yeah,
Ironing.
It's just
A stand-in
It's
person.
it's just me with my wonderful voice talking to you.
Yeah.
making you feel nice.
I should do one of those.
Oh my God.
Like have it show the picture.
Oh,
You're going to be
no.
calling like some tall, statuesque
Hey,
brunette.
everybody,
Very
welcome
pretty.
to After Hours with Beyond Trek Podcast. Please call 1-800-TREK-LOVE to hear Big J's voice live. He's got the ASMR lowdown. Give it to him, Jay.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
And I'm going to read you some bedtime
Yeah.
stories. Let's hear some. Tracee, would you like to hear some lullabies?
Oh
Oh,
my
boy.
God, I so like it. Yeah.
I don't want no Lola nothing. Ugh.
Good night, dragon. Good night, owl. Good night, Dag. Good night, Renzo.
Oh my God, you guys. Do you guys ever get a chance to go to the big Star Trek thing in Vegas in August?
I wanted to go. I want to go
I've
so
Never got
bad.
to go.
I was looking forward to it, and then I bought a house, and we're closing in August.
Oh.
Okay.
Where are the priorities? House
you
or
going?
Star Trek?
Who, me?
Jay's asking me to give up my house for Star Trek, and it's really close. My head's
So-
going, maybe.
I went 5 or 6 years ago and I had a blast. It was the same weekend as like a hacking convention called DEF CON, which I went to for work.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, well, I've got nothing that I want to see this day. I'm just gonna go over to the other convention, and I had a blast. It was an amazing time.
My God, it's so fun. Yes, I'm hoping to be back this year again too. I've been back for like a few of them now, so I have so much fun there. And it's back at the Rio, which is great.
How many conventions would you say you do? Because I follow you on Facebook, of course, and you have a lot of photos on the conventions. It seems like just one after the other. I didn't know there were that many conventions, but
There's so many. There's so many. And I collect the lanyards that they give you.
right.
So I have so many in my room, and I haven't even counted them yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'd have to see that. That's the lanyard collection. I have a collection of lanyards. It's from LAN parties, so kind of a nerd thing, but you got to collect something. I've got several of those when I used to go, but once COVID happened, once 2020 hit, it's just no, not gonna do that. And they started doing it again, but still, yeah, I think those
The one
days.
thing that makes going to conventions rough for me is I volunteer as staff at a convention here in the DC area called MagFest. It's music and gaming. There are Star Trek people. It's just
Oh,
general convention of anime and everything fun that's nerdy, right? Board games and
Yeah.
all, right? But I work staff. So I get to go behind scenes. I walk around whatever I want. Oh, there's a line? Skip the line. Oh, there's a line for the elevator? I'm going to take the staff elevator kind of stuff. So it makes going to a regular convention such a chore. It's like, oh, I'm a peasant now. I'm one of the normal people. This is awful. So it's just kind of ruined going to conventions for me a bit.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I haven't been to a convention in, let's see, the last convention I went to, I want to say was 2019 here in Cincinnati when Will Wheaton and Brent Spiner were in town.
Right, because you showed Will that picture of chicken legs.
Yes. I love that
Well,
picture.
we had Will on like back in April. That was a great show.
Mm-hmm. He was awesome.
Yeah,
Not as fun as this one.
I'm a collector of the thingies, and then I'm into the t-shirts. I like have to like usually every podcast I do, they send me a not assuming you guys do, but
we don't have merch. Sorry.
Yeah, we need to update the merch, and we're kind of we got to get on that. Who's our merchandising person?
yeah, because I
Merchandising.
promote, yeah.
F and chat for BTP's merchandising department.
We need to do something like Spaceballs the shirt.
Yeah, but like you guys have a lot of followers, right?
We do okay. Yeah,
I mean, if they were following me on the street, I'd be intimidated. But
right.
As a number on Twitter, it's like, well, that's fine.
Oh
We
my
do what we
god!
can.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Tracee, what do you have coming up? Like, other than the movie things and the con things, like what else is in the world of Tracee?
Oh, I mean, I'm trying to get. I cycle, so I mean, I'm trying to get back into that. I kayak, but right now it's kind of cold.
I do
Yeah.
so love kayaking.
I really want to try to get back into my art.
What
Yeah.
kind of art?
Well, I do like oh god, what's the artist's name? And he splats. It starts
Jackson
with a
Jackson Pollock.
yes.
Beat you.
That's kind of like what I like. I'm not like I don't do portraits or anything like that.
Yeah, I am also an acrylic painter. That's great.
Somebody told me I should try to, get back into it and maybe sell stuff. So I don't know.
If I may sidetrack just for a quick second. So a little bit ago, you mentioned my chicken legs picture. Tracee,
Oh, no.
you'll have to go back and check this out. Take a look at this. But here it is right here. And just to give you kind of an image, it's 80s shorts that I should have been arrested for, 80s hair, and the ugliest shorts you could have ever seen in your entire
boy.
life. Yeah, you can't unsee it.
It's not bad because Jay, you were in football at the time. It's just
Yeah.
that you skipped leg day every day since the day you were born.
What did you play in football?
In football, I was an offensive lineman.
Wow.
So, yeah, I played at a high school here. It's Coleraine High School. Then I played at Ohio State for a couple years. That was in the mid 90s. Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure that picture was taken before I was born.
That was in 1987 when the cast was going through
But
doing
when in '87 though?
When in 87? It was before TNG aired, so I want to say the summer of 87.
So
Before
it
September.
was probably before I was born then.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I do love those shorts though, man. Like the fact that they have all the country flags on them is really cool.
Is that
It's
what
nice that you say that, but that's not the flex you think it is, Renzo.
It's not. Maybe it is. I don't know, but thanks for making me feel old. These guys,
Oh, see, I'm closer in age to Jay than I am. Well, that may not be true either.
you see all this gray in my goatee?
We're talking football. So who do y'all
Yep.
want to win on Sunday?
Well, since the Bengals got beat, I've stopped paying attention.
Oh,
But
I want Rihanna to win. She's an icon. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, this is going to sound horrible, but who's in the Super Bowl?
oh my
Chiefs,
God!
Eagles.
City and the Eagles.
Chiefs and the Eagles.
Between the choice, I'll go the Eagles.
I think I'll go the Eagles as well.
Oh no!
I don't have an opinion either way, honestly.
Uh-oh. All right,
I-
Tracee.
Tell us
Tell us
about the
why
Cincinnati
we need to
Chiefs.
be Chiefs fans.
Kansas City, Mahomes, he's adorable.
True, yeah, yeah.
I have my shirt ready to go.
Well, if they
Excellent.
have the same ref that helped them win the game against the Bengals, they should be fine. I think that
Why not?
guy's on the payroll. This that dude should be like put in some cement boots and go for a swim or something.
I would not want to be a ref. No. Mm-mm.
No, no, those guys have a tough job. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah. So
There was
what do you guys all do when when you're just hanging out?
Lots of video games, board games, card games. Like that's
Wow.
actually my plan for Super Bowl Sunday. My group of friends doesn't really care about sports too much, but we're all gonna meet up at one person's house. We're gonna play Magic the Gathering or other tabletop games, whatever. Have the game on in the background and just like snack and just have a blast.
Oh, cool.
snacks.
See, I was just gonna say, you know who's gonna win the Super Bowl? My mother-in-law's salsa, because that stuff
Oh,
is home fresh made. It's sitting in the
Wow.
fridge right now, waiting for me, and I could have any until Sunday.
Yeah.
I yeah, I work in IT, so I'm around the computers and technology all the time, and outside of that, just playing video games. I
Yeah.
don't go out, things
Jay,
like that.
don't undersell yourself, Mr. Cisco. You are a devoted father to like
Yes.
72 kids or something.
Oh
This guy
my
is
God.
rude.
Maybe it's 4.
I have four. Yeah, four. Let's see, a teenage daughter who, if I could get away with it, I would have killed by now. Uh, my
That's a joke, everybody.
You're
Yes,
right. It's a
it's a
joke.
joke.
It's a joke. I hear the cops knocking on the door. My oldest son, he's driving. He's a junior in high school. He's too cool for his old man now.
Oh
And
no.
a bossy little daddy's girl. Oh my goodness, she just terrorizes her father when she's around here. I love her to death, but you know what? She's a handful. And my youngest son, rotten. BADD bad. I I've been told that my oldest son, he was easy. He was not like what it's like to have a boy. Now now I'm paying for it. So that's why I've lost my hair, gray in the goatee. It's crazy. Swore after the second marriage that I would never, never, ever, ever do it. Okay, so I'm going in for the third one here soon. But it's because I'm stupid. Like, I get
See,
asked,
this is
Jay,
why
why do
I'm
you have
never gonna
four
have kids.
kids? And I say because I
I'm
didn't learn my
never gonna
lesson the
have
first
kids
three
because if
times.
they're at all like me, I will end up killing myself or them. If I had a kid as not as awful as I was, there won't be two survivors.
Now you said born. If they end up like you, are talking about born with beards, like just like that,
No,
just
my
awful.
beard came in early high school. The mustache was middle
Dang.
school.
Probably high
But
school, like 3rd grade.
no, but I was a terrible, annoying child. Like I was
Were
the
you?
kid that at a restaurant, I would sneak off and then go touch the screens on the POS systems and like push all
Oh,
the buttons, guess a password, and start pushing everything. Or on an escalator, when I got to the top, I would flip off the switch on the bottom that turns off the escalator.
oh my
In the
God!
elevators, as I was getting out, every button had to be pressed, kind of thing. I was terrible.
That
Yeah.
kid is
Ah.
back on the escalator.
Yeah. Yeah, Renzo, I would have locked you up at like 8. Done.
I think you'd be
Oh
right
my-
to.
Not allowed to touch anything ever again.
So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, so the down escalator, it's going down, whatever. When you hit that button, is that like stop right now, or was it a
Yes.
slow stop? Oh my
No, it's a very sudden just stop.
God. So people just got launched off this thing.
Sometimes.
Oh my God.
FBI, I found him.
He's
Okay,
here.
so the story of this one my mom always loves to tell people,
Uh-huh.
and she told us my partner just last weekend. There was this very fancy French restaurant in Miami called something Versailles. I think it was like the Gardens of Versailles. I think is what it was called.
Mhm.
And they had this really cool little like water fountain thing as like a decorative thing in the center of the restaurant, whatever, with little spitting water, whatever. I, as a kid, and I she says I was like 6 or 5, actually went and twisted the nozzles so that when it would turn on, it would actually spray at people's tables.
Oh my God, you were just a little dick.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God. Wow.
So that's
Tracee,
why
did
I'm
you
not having
terrorize
kids.
anybody when you were a kid?
No, I think I was a pretty good kid. I mean, I got bullied a lot when I was little. Yeah, or even when I was bigger too. But my secret to that was getting into sports, and I got my letter jacket and all that, and that saved me a lot because I stood up to people. They thought I
Hmm.
was. I do my like crazy something, and then they'd leave me alone
Which
because
sport?
I went to Santa Ana High School, and
Mhm.
we had F Troop there, which is a gang, and they would
Oh,
have we'd have drive-bys like all the time, and it was in we had gates around. Yeah, it was kind of scary. But like I said, I did sports, so that saved me. Yeah.
Small fun fact for
Thing, and then they'd leave
everyone,
me
because I
alone.
just learned this
which
myself.
Because
sport?
I
We were
went to
talking about
Santa Ana
Rihanna at the
High
Super
School.
Bowl. In one of Rihanna's music videos for Sledgehammer, there's a Star Trek starbase in the background of it. Starbase
Really?
Aw,
Yorktown is in the background of it.
What?
wow.
Wow.
Maybe she's a
Man.
Trekkie.
Cool.
That's like that Star Trek ripoff movie that Snoop Dogg made like 5 years ago that has basically everybody except Tracy in it, which is a sad, sad thing. Man, that was a
It is
wild.
a thing.
We live in wild times where like
We do.
millionaires and billionaires are just like, hey, I want to make a crazy movie. Get everybody from this show that I liked as a kid to come back. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Anyway, yeah, if I mean, there's a lot of fans that are trying to get me you know, uh, you know, on stuff.
Well, count
And
us
the
in.
more the merrier. So if you yeah, I don't know how you do it. I don't know who you write to. I have no idea. But all I know is I tweet a lot, and I always tweet bring back Lieutenant J, hashtag bring back Lieutenant J, hashtag, section 31, hashtag lower decks, Star Trek. I should be on Star Trek Online too.
I think that'd be a great
You
fit too.
should
Star Trek
be.
Online's bringing in so many other actors.
I
Sure,
mean,
absolutely.
maybe they have like a, I don't know. Maybe because I didn't speak. I don't know, but I can speak. Like, give me a chance.
There
You know,
has
I
to.
I want to send Jonathan a message, saying, what do I need to do? Not
Really?
that, but
Well, Jonathan hasn't been on in Star Trek Online either. So
Oh.
maybe you could do a good combo thing, like contact them and be like, "Hey, this is Lieutenant J, but I can also bring along Riker if you want to have him in your game."
Yeah.
We're a package deal.
yeah, but guys, I love all the love and support. I thank you all. Who know? I wouldn't be here on this, doing this today. So I
Wait.
appreciate it, a lot.
I mean, like no phone calls, no hints. No, someone's got to be coming up with the idea here of having you back in Star Trek. I can't imagine that this is just gone and no one's, no one officially has been saying anything. And right now, I've got a little slideshow going of some of your scenes in different Star Trek episodes. And is there anything we can do, which maybe not, but certainly want to help? But what can we and your audience do to, I guess, keep pushing this along, make it big? Should we make some signs and stand outside of Paramount's office or something? Because I'm not above that. I'll go do some protesting.
I think if you tweet or message Jonathan, because
Okay.
he directs a lot of them, and whoever is in charge of it all, I don't know, is it CBS, Paramount? I don't know. It's like I don't even know who the person but like I know Jonathan, he's getting a lot because he said what I told you earlier when I saw him in Vegas, and we had a hug and everything, and he said in my ear, he goes, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, it's working. I don't know what he meant by that, but to me it meant going, keep pushing, not give up, and I'm not, and I even hashtag that, never, I'm not giving up.
So what I'm hearing is we need to get Jonathan Frakes on our podcast.
Yes.
Somehow or another, we need
Nice.
yes, we need to make that so, and get Jonathan Frakes on here and just push for a return of Lieutenant J.
Yeah, you need to get Tracee Cocco, Lieutenant J, somewhere.
We're gonna get
I
on
know
that.
exactly how that's going to go. Hey, Jonathan, thanks for joining us today. I know that we had a full agenda approved with you and your people, but actually we tricked you on here because all we want to do is get Lieutenant J back on Star Trek.
Yes.
Sold. Okay. All right.
I'm in.
Yes.
I'm in.
think,
Done.
I think he would come on. I really do.
Really? Okay.
He might.
I don't know why don't. Yeah, ask him. I mean, my God, it doesn't hurt to ask, right?
I
True.
got him to sing "Happy Birthday" to my mom like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So
He's really cool and nice. So I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't. I mean,
Okay. That would
Tracee,
be.
I wanted to pivot a little bit off of Star Trek because it was something that I'd seen in your background. I've read that you've done some activism for the LGBT community as well.
mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that, because that's something I'm really interested in hearing about, like Star Trek actors, Star Trek production people, anybody Star Trek, and where they fall on these sorts of things. Like, where do they put their energy into on these things?
Well, I do a lot of the women's marches here in LA, and a lot of the people that go there are LGBTQ, and I am. So I mean, I have a girlfriend. I love men. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I love your shirt.
Thank you.
Where did you get it? Ow.
Honestly, the StarTrek.com website.
Oh my God, it's fantastic. Yeah, and I go to, like, you know, the functions around here and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, on Sunday, I'm going with my girlfriend to LA to a LGBTQ Super Bowl thing in a restaurant, and
Oh, nice.
yeah, it'll be fun because we were like, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do the boring same old thing, going to this thing and watching it on TV. It's just boring. She goes, let's go to LA. So I said, okay. So we're gonna do that on Sunday. So it'll be fun. Yeah. And I'll meet new people.
Yeah, that sounds like a blast.
Yeah. I always meet new people. It's so funny. Last time I was up in LA and I went to chapter 1. That's a gay bar up there. And
Mhm.
Marsha, oh God, what's her name now? I'm gonna have a brain fade. She's on a new TV show where she plays an attorney. Oh God, Marsha Mason? No, Marsha Mason. Anyway,
What's the name of the
was
show?
there. I can't. Something about. Oh God, I can't remember. I have it on my TV in the room. Something odd. I don't know. Anyway, Marsha Gay Harden. Yay! I knew it.
Oh.
Yeah, she was at the same place we were watching the drag show. So we come out, and my girlfriend Gloria goes, "Oh my God, that's the actor she really liked." And I'm like, "Who?" And she said, "Marsha at Gay Harden." I'm like, "No." So I ran after her, and I'm like, "Marsha!" She turns around, she goes, "Oh my God!" And we took a picture, like, behind him. There was a mural behind us, and I go, I'm so a fan of yours. She goes, "I'm a fan of yours," and I'm like, "Oh, what?"
The name of the show is So Help Me Todd.
So help me, Todd. Yeah.
I had just got it. You beat me to it.
She's fantastic, but see, it's things like that make, like, wow, she's a fan of mine. Who knew?
Small world. It's awesome to hear stuff like that, for sure.
Oh
But yeah,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad that you're active in that community and that you take part in it too. Like, support causes and such. That's important, especially
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah, and I love animals too. So anything. We have a lot of rescue dogs. As a matter of fact, Gloria, my girlfriend, and I, well, we just rescued a dog that was on the street that almost got hit by a car. It took us 2.5 hours. I'm not kidding, to round it up. And now we have 4 dogs. And her name is Cappuccino. But we call her Cappy. And Gloria lives in Long Beach, so she's got 3 dogs. She's got a plot hound named Kona, German Shepherd named Kahlua, and Cappuccino, and then I got Coco. It's kind of like we name dogs that have drinks. I don't know.
My sister and my dad have the opposite one. They name their dogs after foods based on the breed of the dog. So their Chihuahua is named Nacho, their Schnauzer is named Schnitzel, and so forth and so on. So.
That's hysterical. Oh my God.
That's a feat right there.
Right? So are there people still on this thing watching, or did they go away?
There are still people on this thing watching.
Yeah, hi people.
Hello, people.
We need people to tweet with the hashtag Bring Back
Yes.
Lieutenant J.
Yes, and then hashtag Section 31, hashtag Lower Decks. I mean, just hashtag.
Hashtag it all.
hashtag it all and then put at Jonathan Franks. Yeah.
We're not going to stop until you're back.
Do
Yeah.
that.
I know.
Tweet John, not kidding. He listens, he watches. And LeVar Burton's on my Facebook, so he likes some stuff too. And Michael
Oh.
Dorn.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Nice. Okay.
Throw it up
Yeah.
on.
Well, if they're
Throw it
watching
up
this,
on
I hope they didn't
Insta.
join in the first 15 minutes when I was having technical difficulties. If so, just blame it on me. Just put on Big J's. Like, that guy, he's bad luck. That's what I am. I'm bad luck Schleprock.
No,
You
you're
just
not.
have-
But it's funny though that it worked on my phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose sleep over that. Like, okay, why would it work on the phone but not the iPad?
But, well, you did say if maybe my phone's newer, so I don't know.
The Zoom version maybe just needed an update on one of the devices, but that's okay.
That's okay. I'm
We're
here.
here now.
Hey.
That's what matters.
Yeah, it's been awesome to have you.
Oh, thank you guys. Really, thank you. And then so it's live now, so I don't have to do anything, or you're gonna
Nope.
send me anything, or are you gonna put it on Facebook?
So we have a live stream going. We're going to end the live stream, but I've been recording for the last 54 minutes and 49 seconds. And that'll get a brief edit treatment, and we'll probably drop that next week.
Yeah,
okay.
Gonna edit out the. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
What was
yeah.
that, Brenda?
Yeah, send me the link when you
Cool.
Yeah.
and then I'll post it on all my stuff.
Yes.
Well, that's
Awesome.
cool.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Yes.
Now we have
Yeah.
to get a shirt, guys.
Yeah.
No, you guys got to work on Jonathan. I'm not kidding. Please, God,
Okay.
help us.
Okay. We'll send Jonathan a shirt.
Sure, just with my face on it, just right there, Big J on it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for being here today.
And I love you guys. Thank you for your love and support, and everybody that was watching. Thank you so much. Yay!
all the good love there.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Tracee, if you don't mind to stay on with us just a couple minutes offline, so we can thank you for everything, which we'll do again. So for those of you that are watching, listening, thank you very much for sticking with us. I apologize profusely for the technical difficulties beforehand. Sometimes it happens, such is life. But thank everyone, and live long and prosper.